the conversation regarding what do you want to do in America is always very heavily swayed toward like do what you're passionate about.
Okay, I'm gonna say like a little life lesson that I'm gonna say. If you're struggling to find like what you want to do with your career, ask yourself what did you enjoy as a little kid, right? So for me, when I was a little, no, but
Go go
there's
go.
with like exceptions, right? So for
I
example,
liked Legos as a kid.
well, like I've like heard of stories. They're like, oh, I like building things as a kid. They become like an engineer, right? Like for
I see, I
me,
see, I see.
for example, when I was like a little kid, back when like magazines were still a thing, like I would read like magazine, like fashion and beauty magazines, and I like playing with makeup and dolls and whatever. And like initially, like this is gonna sound weird. I worked in finance before in New York, and then I somehow was very lucky to work in the beauty industry here in LA. And it's about like going back to what you loved as a kid. That's how you find out what you're truly passionate about and like what you can excel in. But I feel like you have to do it with, like, for example, would I love to be a beauty and fashion influencer? Of course, because that's like a genuine interest of mine, right? But the reality is like it's a very saturated market. So like my backup to that is like being a social media manager for like a group of beauty brands, you know? So it's like there's nothing wrong with going after what you're passionate about, but like be realistic about it. And I feel like a lot of people don't have that like realistic outlook in LA, if that makes sense.